Hey guys, what's up? It's a Wednesday, and I know I haven't done a Wednesday video in a while. And if you remember back to when I was doing Wednesday videos near the end, I changed it to just sort of talking about whatever it is that I wanted to talk about. And today, that topic, it's video game soundtracks. What's your favorite? What's your favorite video game soundtrack? There are some really, really good ones. And by the way, I'm Taylor from K-Way, and you can hear me do newscasts over there around noontime. You also hear me do some play-by-play of high school sports. And speaking of, the thing that got me sort of started thinking about this was Matt Ray, who over at K-Way, you can hear him all over the place, hosts the morning show along with Carolyn, also does, he calls Waverly Shell Rock Sports. He does Wartburg football. Does a lot of stuff. You can hear him all over the place. You can hear him on ads that we play as well. But Matt was putting in new music, so head on over to K-Way. Listen to both. You listen both to the college, the countryside. You can listen to some new country music, not necessarily new music, but newer songs that he's put in or different songs that he's put in. And then on the pop side, I guess. But really, 99.3, which is our pop station, it's tough to call it that. There is popular music on there, but it's much better than any other pop station you've heard because the rotation, Matt does a great job of keeping things fresh, which is key with that type of radio station. He does a great job with it, so head over there, listen to that. But that started me thinking today about video game soundtracks. What's the best? What's your favorite? There are a couple that I really, really love. I play a lot of FIFA, and FIFA generally has a pretty good soundtrack, to be fair. Although the current one isn't necessarily my favorite, but it's not bad. I mean, it's okay. Like I don't mind it. It's fine. The soundtrack, I believe it was a couple of years ago for FIFA, was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. Thought it was fantastic. And generally, like I say, as a general rule, FIFA, the soundtracks they put out, really, really eclectic, I guess you would probably say, but really, really solid. Like it a lot. And then I think I've got to go back to Crazy Taxi. If you played Crazy Taxi, the soundtrack, which was The Offspring, basically, well, it was not even basically, it was The Offspring. It was fantastic. At least for me. Obviously, you have to be an Offspring fan to enjoy it, but it was great. Man, I used to play that game and just drive around and listen to the music. Like, that's what I was doing. I was just listening to the music. And so in that case, the soundtrack sort of made the game, although the game was fun as well, and it's a very popular video game, and you've likely played it or seen somebody play it. And so I mean, that had both a good gameplay and a good soundtrack. Great soundtrack. Fantastic. But the best for me was, I believe it was called MVP 07 NCAA baseball. It was a college baseball game, and actually from 05 to 07 were all incredibly really, really good soundtracks. And now that music's not for everybody, but it hit me perfectly right in the right point of my life, I guess. The music, it was great. The Audition is one of my favorite bands. They were on there. The Forecast, Bayside was on there. Silverstein, just and I'm leaving out Hawthorne Heights. I'm leaving out tons of bands, but the soundtrack was so good. So you combine baseball, my favorite sport, and my favorite music. That game was brilliant. Just brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved that. And again, I would play it for the game, for the college baseball, for that, but also in the screen in between games, listening to the music. It was just great. It was absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not sure, I mentioned FIFA, although it's not great. This year, I'm not sure that the video games necessarily have as good, and maybe it's just me being weird and being me, but I'm not sure video games have the same type of soundtracks as they used to. I don't find them nearly as good. Maybe you disagree with me. Let me know, what is your favorite soundtrack for a video game? Really interested to see what you guys have to say on this one. And real quick before I end, I want to give it a shout out to Tavian Taylor. Tavian Montrell Taylor even. He's my nephew. Love that dude. Basically like a little brother to me. It's his birthday, so happy birthday, Tavian. If you know Tavian, head over, find him somewhere and tell him he sucks. All right, that's it. Bye.